next week will be from Austria. Let's Go Racing drivers, I highly suggest go to game chat if you can. And yeah.
Okay. Let me go to
so we don't, if you get mad, we don't have yelling in the, so I can actually commentate and you guys don't get annoyed with it and I don't get annoyed with you guys.
Will you be able to hear our radios? Will you be able to hear
I'll
our
go
radios?
to game chat every often bit and just, yeah, every little bit.
Alright, hold on. Let me get the stream up real quick and then I'll go to game chat.
Alright,
Smallest Nascar fan. There you are. Okay.
Okay.
Alright, I shall go and do game chat now. Bye. Hope you guys enjoyed the race. Everyone watching the stream, hope you guys enjoyed the race.
Yeah.
So.
And to make sure to ready up also. Cooper's in game chat. Bogu, go in game chat.
No.
Yes. Okay. Now he is. Ready up. Cooper is talking in game chat. I can tell that. Picture wide. He's been technically in the league. I'll read everyone's comments now. Why? Because you didn't join in time? 3 people watching the stream. That's the most we've probably gotten all season up to this point. Racing will be underway in a second here from Russia. One of my favorite tracks. I just like how this track races. Not how the racing is, more of how the track, how nice is the drive. I also love like the scenery and that. As we're waiting for players right now, time is going down. So yeah. People commentating, well not commenting. I'll get to that in a moment when we get racing and all that. We're ready to go racing here. The 5 red lights are out and we're underway in Russia. Here, as I forgot to do actually the starting grid by accident, so Bogu and Cooper actually start at the back, and Cooper also made a driver change. So yeah. There's a caution, and I think it's for, it's for Raikkonen. Does Bogu have damage? Yeah, he does. Bogu does have damage, unfortunately for him. Bogu, 3-second time penalty. Yeah.
Giovinazzi is an idiot. And also, I know I was supposed to start P12, and I know Cooper was supposed to start ahead of that. So what happened to why were we 19th and 20th?
I don't know. I forgot to do the friggin' custom.
Well, you should probably reset then.
Okay, tell Cooper we're restarting. Disconnect from the, not disconnect, but retire from the session. Retire from the session. Retire from the session. Okay. So you guys for the, screw up and that. Retire from session. I know, but oh my gosh. Lovely. Now we got Bryce over here, mad. Nah, he doesn't really care about the lake. Cool, I could see that in your racing, Bryce. I could see by how you were racing, you really didn't care. Yeah. It's not my fault. Maybe I just want it to be an actual league, not just have 1 or 2 people. But according to you, you didn't want it like that. Yeah. Leave the league all you want, but I could. If you don't want, yeah, then not my fault. Absolutely not my fault. 2 people watching is ridiculous. Watch 'em. Hi. Hey, Looney. What? Oh, wait. Yeah. Don't leave the lobby. Don't. I don't. Do not leave the lobby. I'm saying this. Do not leave the lobby. Okay. I need to. First of all, I'm going to adjust. Sorry, but that's the first thing I'm doing. Don't ready up anyone. I swear, do not ready up. Okay. I need to pull up my thing. And see where who's starting. What? Discord. Okay, and need to go to announcements because that's where I posted the. Okay. I'm going to adjust this. Okay. Ricardo is Bryce. Boom. There. Then we have Seb all the way up here. Boom. Verstappen. Valtteri. Fernando. Then Leclerc. Signs, which will be Kimi Vikings.
I'd just like to point out that was no offense to you, Small, but man, that was bad.
What? The commentators?
That race lasted about the race lasted about 10 seconds.
Oh, well, that was because
I know. Yeah.
I forgot to do the starting with that, so I'm doing that right now.
Alright, I just wanted to point that out. No offense to you. I'll
No,
race
I
again.
know that's not offensive. Yeah. I don't take stuff so hard that much.
Alright, I'm gonna go back into game chat. Just wanted to point that out.
Okay.
That was not the greatest start.
It wasn't
That was not
at all.
That was not the greatest start for my first debut of this league.
It's gonna be better. Don't worry.
Alright, see you later, I guess.
Yep. Yuki Sonoda, the P14, P15, George Russell, Cooper, P16, P17, Antonio Giovinazzi, P18, Nicholas Latifi, P19, Mick Schumacher in last. Because he's always last, you know. And that was based off of, so how I did that average finish, whoever had the top 5 in average finish, that all got mixed up there. I randomized that, then I did 6th to 10th in average finish, mixed that up a little bit, then I did off of points the rest, that, and yeah. So, yeah, just to mix the stuff and ready up when you can. Well, sure, this time it will be definitely longer, and we actually have an 8 starting grid. Cooper doesn't start that good because it's just Kimi Räikkönen the terrible, and yeah, unfortunately, Cooper, that is unfortunate for him, but, and when you see that go blue screen, like the thing with, and then it has like the camera, like the note, like line through the camera and the dots, that's what I'm changing in the game chat so I can talk. Well, not so I can talk, but so you can hear the driver's communication. Obviously, Bogo will probably not be using kid-friendly language most of the time. But that's if he's not in a bad mood. If he's not in a bad mood, then we should be fine. If he's in a bad mood, mad, then yeah, that's not gonna go good. We're getting ready for Russia here. Just, I think, I've been talking to myself about this. Is Lando Norris, he starts on pole. If he can get clear of Seb, and Seb goes defensive on Hamilton, and yeah, then, oh, this is gonna be interesting. The 5 red lights are out, and we're underway in Russia for the actual start, hopefully. You know, as leaderboard on the side there, Norris gonna try to battle back as Sebastian Vettel got clear there. Actually, surprisingly, I didn't think Seb was gonna get clear, but he did. Cooper's up to P6. Cooper's up to P16, up to P15. Good for him. Here, as Sebastian Vettel just pulls away Max Verstappen, your points leader, creeping up into P2. Lewis Hamilton has to make quick work of Lando Norris if he wants to gain anything. Cooper losing position to George Russell. Here I'm going to look back. Here, Cooper tried to dive it in there and didn't work, and lost it a lot of time, and now he's under pressure. Bogu spun it. He was up to P12. Like gain, he was battling, I think, pretty decent. Then it was going pretty good. Then got dumped or something. I don't know what happened. Max Verstappen putting the pressure on virtual safety car. What happened? Oh, Cooper has no front wing. Yikes. And a lot of the AIs are pitting. And not only AIs, but cars. Yeah. George Russell, he's one of those guys. And Nicholas Latifi making his actual first start. That's not a DNF, hopefully. Bogu stays out because he didn't have any wing damage, fortunately. Matt Ferrari's crew's gonna fix the front wing on Cooper's car, because after that, and they're gonna go on to a different track. Don't know if they're doing two-stopper, but they gotta hope that it goes good for them, and especially because it's a virtual safety car. It isn't gonna last forever. They're gonna have to gain as much time as they can very fast here, and it looks like the virtual safety car is out, unfortunately, for these guys. But if they do plan to make it to the end, I don't think the mediums can make it. That's the only issue I really think there is the mediums cannot make it to the end. If they put on hards, yeah. I don't think the mediums can make it, though, which will be tough. As Sebastian Vettel able to hold Max Verstappen at bay, Seb came in this 3 and 3rd in the standings. Awesome job for him, but he's holding off the top dog currently, and yeah, really, as Max Verstappen trying to get past Sebastian Vettel, and who knows, DRS is enabled. Bogu in the fastest lap, but Bogu's teammate, the head driver, is trying to take the lead here, as Sebastian Vettel really trying to battle back in Aston Martin. Here comes Lando Norris. Max Verstappen gets the preferred lane, and that's going to be all she wrote there for Sebastian Vettel leading, it looks like, for the time being. Lando Norris trying to pass Aston Martin. He's clear. Lando Norris up to P2. Lando's slowly climbing his way back. It seems like that McLaren didn't have a good start on firing up. Like, he didn't have a good start, but now he's starting to slowly but surely creep up into that mix. But he's gonna have to hold off Lewis Hamilton, who's going to be tough to hold off here, and also he's gonna have to try to run down Max Verstappen here. Oh, caution sector 3, that's Bogu. Went off. Got out the fastest lap. Seems like he keeps getting screwed by the AIs here. Max Verstappen ran the fastest lap here. Now Sebastian Vettel might get pressure. Oh yeah, he's gonna get pressure from Valtteri Bottas. The battle for fourth is on. Sebastian Vettel trying to make him go the long way around. And he did it. Valtteri Bottas in the fourth here. And now Fernando Alonso just slowly but surely creeping into the mix in that Alpine. Had a great race at Bahrain, but didn't have too good of a race at Azerbaijan. I don't know why I'm stuttering, but I am. So yeah, but back to your leader, Max Verstappen. Lando Norris now getting under pressure from Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton's car is starting to come to life here, it looks like, and he also has DRS on this McLaren. But since McLaren has that straight line speed, well, it isn't a straight line that they were going in, but they have that speed down the straightaways and that, it's going to be really tough for the Mercedes to get by the McLaren down the straightaways. But who knows what anything else really. As Max Verstappen's liking this, he's right now on a Sunday drive, but he's also going really fast. Max Verstappen's shown why he's the points leader here. Lewis Hamilton finally is gonna have a run. Lando Norris tries to make him go the long way around. Hamilton trying to make it stick. It's not enough yet. He gets the preferred lane, and it looks like he's not yet clear. Oh, Lando Norris battling back, not giving up. This is not helping Hamilton at all, but it's allowing Valtteri Bottas to come back into the mix here. A 3-car battle for second. Well, Max Verstappen pulls away by 3 seconds here. As a quick update on these guys that have pitted here, George Russell and Cooper. Looks like Cooper might actually be running faster, I think, than George Russell. Don't really know. Nicholas Latifi is currently in P20. Not good at all for him. He's might actually become a lap car soon. Obviously, everyone has to pit, so we don't know. As the highest player is Bogu. I don't know why I said it, but Bogu is currently the highest out of the players yet to make his pit stop. He's coming up on some slow Haas's here. I mean, Haas is always slow, but Nikita Mazepin outrunning Mick Schumacher. Great job for him. Currently, Bryce's AI holds that 10th position. That 1 point might really help out here. As Max Verstappen is just running away. He's checked out here. And that's also because Lewis Hamilton cannot pass. It seems, I really haven't watched the races at Russia that much, but it seems like you cannot pass right now, and that's being very tough, and especially because the spots that usually that you can pass in, because these McLarens have that good straight line speed, it just keeps these Mercedes at bay. and it's really hurting Lewis Hamilton right now, because he's just begging just to get past, really. But just to get past Lewis Hamilton, well, not Lewis Hamilton, Lando Norris, I don't know why. So, yeah, as we still gotta pit in a couple laps here for these guys, but like, yeah, let's look here and see. These are how much. See, everyone's on softs. Back to George Russell, who's already pitted, and he's on 3-lap old medium. So these guys on like 6-lap old softs, it's gonna be really tough. And oh, Lewis Hamilton, he might get clear here. He's battling really hard with the McLaren, and it is clear finally. Lewis Hamilton's able to get by, and now you see that speed that the Mercedes has, and it's not just gonna. And now I don't know if this is the best thing for Max Verstappen, but it sure is a good thing for Lewis Hamilton. Now he also has to gain a lot of time on Max Verstappen. He has to find a lot of this time, and yeah, Valtteri Bottas has creeped into the mix here. Just kind of been running his own race, just been chilling. As you see, this is the view from Valtteri Bottas, who just is chilling right now, just comfortably sitting in P4. Really good for Valtteri, and a podium would be awesome. 3-second time penalty for Bogu. Not looking good, but it doesn't look like it's gonna matter too much right now, as Bogu runs the fast lap. Seems like these Red Bulls have very fast cars that they've brought to Russia. It just seems like Bogu's been caught unlucky with being back in lap traffic, and that. Well, Max Verstappen's had clean air, and he's run 2 fast laps with Bogu. He's also ran 2 fast laps, but he's also been struggling. And I also have to talk with Bogu. That 3-second might get removed, but you'll obviously hear what happened as we're gonna go to game chat. Let's hope people aren't getting mad here. 1 second. How are you guys doing so far? No one's here, it seems like. Good talk? We're gonna go back to pipe chat so we can commentate. Obviously, nothing heard from the drivers. As you'll see, if they even talk, they'll have that thing, but no talking, it seems like, is happening. But Max Verstappen on just a race of his own, basically. But Lewis Hamilton has gained. But it is going to be tough, because I definitely think these guys are going to start getting onto that pit window, where you might see some guys start to peel off. I don't know how powerful that undercut is. Yeah, I don't know. But we'll have to find out here how powerful that undercut is. Lando Norris keeping Valtteri Bottas at bay. It's going to take a long time for Valtteri to get by. And it's kind of just spread out the field now. Obviously Cooper and George Russell are on the perfect strategy right now. They might get themselves some points here. George has obviously been caught on bad luck. This might be the best thing for him. which would have been better as a full course safety car, like not a virtual safety car, because oh man, that would really help him out. Seems like Cooper isn't having the best of luck right now. He's just been running his own race, it seems like, but it's not been good. Here, obviously no practice, no qualifying for these guys. It's very tough to be in that kind of situation there. Bogo's in the pits. I don't know, we'll have to see if that's for a front wing. Yeah. And no, it's not for a front wing, it's actually pit stops. Now we're gonna start to see green flag pit stops here. As Bogo looks like he'll blend out he'll be the first to pit here, and he's going to be way ahead of George Russell here. So George hasn't been able to gain anything, and now Bogo doesn't have any AIs ahead of him for like for like 9 seconds. He's got 9 seconds to Mick Schumacher, actually 11, but so the first one that is pitted, and he also has that 3-second time penalty. I have to talk with him. It might get removed after race. So we'll have to find out what that was for and see really anything. Yeah. Seems like Bogo's just on a race of his own right now. As you see, that's actually him driving, because you can see that twitching and that. And you can see him going wide in some corners and running different lanes than AIs are. And yeah. And Cooper's obviously using his AI. Because, see, he went wide there. People might be boxing. I think that kind of Bogo trying a couple laps undercut, it might actually work out for him. As you see, he's actually gaining Max Verstappen a lot. So we don't know what can happen as Valtteri Bottas tried to pass Lando Norris, but it didn't work. Here for P3, Lewis Hamilton has been tracking down Max Verstappen currently. Here as Max trying to pull away, but it just doesn't seem like he really is as fast as Lewis Hamilton. As you see, Lewis, he's gaining like a 2/10 a lap or something. So he's really starting to close in here as a battle for third has finally sorted out, and it looks like Valtteri Bottas is going to finally be able to kind of get into that clean air now. Because, I mean, not necessarily clean air, but he doesn't have cars for much. As Lewis Hamilton in, and I think that's why we saw Bogo pitting. Also, Fernando Alonso's in. Lewis Hamilton's out. Alonso's in here. Kimi Raikkonen, Daniel Ricciardo, he's in doing his stop here, aka Bryce. Here comes everyone. Bogo in the fastest lap. Where is he gonna cycle out of all these guys? Currently in P12. Fernando Alonso, who is in P6. It looks like. So he's going to cycle out probably P7. But with that time penalty, it's obviously not going to help him. But he's faster than Alpine. It's just Alpine has faster tires. Or faster tires. So how's that going to affect him here? Bogo might be on track to be getting a decent amount of points. And yeah. Here's Max Verstappen. is kind of on a world of his own right now, as his competitor Lewis Hamilton might be trying to undercut here. As if Max doesn't pit now, as he's in now. Yeah, Max Verstappen is in the pits here. So it looks like he saw Lewis Hamilton go in, and he couldn't stay out any longer. Same with Valtteri Bottas and Lando Norris. Same with everybody. Here comes Sebastian Vettel, Charles Leclerc, Esteban Ocon, Yuki Tsunoda, and Antonio Giovinazzi. Lewis Hamilton, will he cycle out in the lead? Probably not here. No, he does not cycle out in the lead, but he cycles out right there. Bogle at the P6. That's where he cycles out. And he's also, oh no. A lot of wing damage now. Check up, and that is screwed, Bogle. It was looking like everything was so good until it wasn't. Now Bogle has to limp it back to the pits here. Oh! Bogle's out of the Grand Prix! That's a safety car.
I hate the AI. Stupid. Lando Norris is retarded.
Yep. Oh. As you hear, Bogle not happy at all. Lando Norris as he checked up Fernando Alonso. Oh, and it's causing the AIs cannot avoid. This is crazy, and this is gonna help out Cooper. Instead of people losing front wings.
Idiot. I managed to go from basically last after almost getting wrecked by freaking Ricardo, and then I get screwed over by another McLaren. I hate McLaren. They're both getting dumped next race. Have fun, McLaren.
Nikita Mazepin's out of the race.
There's your words of the race from Boger. Have fun.
As you see, Boger isn't happy at all as he leaves the party. As now he's gonna be in race chat, and I don't think he's gonna be. Obviously, as you heard, he's not happy at all. And from what you're hearing, it's gonna be a tough time here in Austria for the McLaren team. But if they can avoid that, oh God, they might have a great shot. But safety car is out. Max Verstappen is leading, and this helps out those guys like Cooper. But I don't think it's. Oh, Fernando Alonso is out. Don't know why, but he's out. Failure? I have no idea why. He's out. Don't know why, but that's very unfortunate for Fernando Alonso having such a great run. Same with Boger. Those two drivers having great runs. Then luck doesn't go to him. Not one bit. Obviously, I think Boger. If my sister doesn't give him a contract at least for one more season back at Red Bull, I don't know what. Honestly, that he was having such a great run, Boger, just running so good and didn't work out. So that's very unfortunate, and it's only just more unfortunate. Cooper pitted. He took advantage of that, but he's gonna have to avoid these AI checking up. And yeah, it's just honestly kind of sad that happened for Boger, but you'll have to go in and get them at Austria next week. Here, it's crazy how much stuff can happen, and it's not been good at all. But that helps out Lewis Hamilton, and it helps out a lot of people. The one person it didn't help out, Max Verstappen. He was having a hell of a good race. And it's looking like he's gonna have to hold off the fast Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. You guys, we will not have qualifying, probably. If we do have qualifying, it'll be on Thursday. Cause Friday I go to my boat for last time, and not ever, but last time this year. So then you guys will see practice and qualifying again. So hope you guys are excited for that. If you guys like Bahrain with practice and qualifying, then yeah. And Bahrain was a hell of a race. But yeah, Russia is what we're talking about now. Here, Russia. So far, it's been going good. It's been very entertaining. Obviously, well, from my standpoint, not the racing necessarily, more what the players have gone through. As you see, like Cooper, he hasn't had good luck at all. So yeah, I'll have to look that back, but yeah, I definitely think that'll be a good penalty or something. It might be a good penalty for a little something. But when I get a crew for this league, when I get a crew, I will be so excited. If anyone's willing to volunteer, I would like people to join this league not only, but also I would like to have a crew that watch back at like crashes in that and really see, yeah, whose fault it was, so we can give proper good penalties out. Cause yeah, now I'm gonna have to really check over everything, like every crash, before I can do points, which is very unfortunate. Yeah. Unfortunately, we don't have a crew working behind the scenes, and it's just me and the drivers. Yeah, you have a couple of people in this league, but obviously not all of them race. Unfortunately, Bryce couldn't make it because he wasn't at home. But I wasn't postponing it back at all. And yeah. So, and we'll see what happens in the rest of this race. And yeah. I don't know if Cooper is here. Is Cooper here? Oh, game chat. You might be able to talk to Cooper here. Hey Cooper, you there? Hey Cooper, this is Small. Are you there? Hey, the 42, the Ferrari, or the 42 Ferrari, this is Small, are you there? Copy, this is Small, are you there? Doesn't seem like it. As safety car is in, we're back underway in Russia. Here, a great start for Max Verstappen, and that is going to allow him to pull away from Lewis Hamilton here. Not the good start that Lewis Hamilton needed, but he obviously, his car doesn't cook right at the start. But give it a few laps and he might be fast. 10 to go this time by. Here in Russia, we got about 15 minutes left. So yeah, as we are going to go here and take a break. We'll see you guys in a bit. As we are back here in Russia, we are now back from break. Yeah, as I don't know what you guys saw, because I went to go get some food. But whatever you guys saw, yeah. I honestly don't know. What you guys saw. Cooper's up and moved up 2 positions. Moved up 2 positions since the start of since the safety car went in on lap 17, pretty sure. So yeah. Something so I can put it maybe on YouTube. Hey sister, how you doing? Place, the only thing stupid here is you. Just hope you know that. guys on the oldest tires, Lewis Hamilton, Daniel Ricciardo, aka Bryce, Kimi Raikkonen, Lance Stroll, and that's really it. Now, the guys on the newest tires, Cooper, George, Antonio, and Nicholas. Pierre Gasly's out! Can Cooper not be dead this time? So I can actually see what happened? Hey Cooper. Cooper, you there? Well, if you're there, can you clip that, wreck from your point of view? Cause yeah, I would, and then show it to me after this. So I'd like to see what happens. Not like it really matters, but I want to see what happens. Like Cooper doesn't really want to say anything. VSC is out. Safety car is out here. And another thing that's out, well, something else that's out is Pierre Gasly. Cooper is in. Here. Taking advantage of that lap 21 safety car. You might be putting on softs here. Medium tires off, softs are on. Probably the smartest strategy Cooper can do, and he might have got a wing damage because of that contact with Pierre Gasly. Or something. A checkup or something. I don't know, but who knows? No one knows really. Except for Cooper. Cooper's really the only one that knows, because I couldn't catch that, because I don't expect people to die like that. Literally. Pierre Gasly was just sitting there off the track dead. There's a caution, and all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's Pierre Gasly sitting dead. So, safety car is deployed here. Really, these guys aren't on really old tires, but 9-lap old tires for Lewis Hamilton, Kimi Raikkonen, and Daniel Ricciardo. And then really, I don't think, yeah, not sure. It's definitely a lot. Well, not points, laps on those tires. Currently, Mick Schumacher will get driver of the day. He's gained 14 positions. No penalties. Here. restopper here. What the heck just happened? I have absolutely no idea what just happened, but okay. That's very weird. Cooper's being gifted spots. As you see, really, the only necessary stops you need, it's really one stop. That's really all you need. But yeah. And Cooper also has damage. Don't know why he's getting damage. I have no idea what's happening at this point. Oh my gosh. What the heck is happening? It's like lag is playing effect and it's taking Cooper's front wing also. So, unfortunate for Cooper. Max Verstappen's in. Max Verstappen and Cooper in. Cooper's in for his fourth stop of the day. You? Your new leader is Charles Leclerc. Right now. Really getting pretty lucky. And now he's in loving this right now. Absolutely loving it. There's only a couple laps to go. Max Verstappen and Cooper no longer have a shot left at points. Unless it's correct. Which I do not think that'll happen. But you know, anything can happen. It's F1 2021. We can have Mick Schumacher win this race. The Ferrari, or Charles Leclerc, might just win this race. Max Verstappen's in the pits again. Tragic. Like, fixing the front wing again. Max Verstappen pulling, what is this, the four-stopper? So did Cooper. No, this is the three-stopper. Cooper pulled a four-stop, and he's going to get P15. Great for him. Got a decent recovery after everything that he's been through. This time. But holy cow. It's only fallen in shambles for this team. DRS DRS is enabled with the final. As we come into the final lap here, it's Yuki Tsunoda and Charles Leclerc. Who would have known? These two, with 2 laps to go, it's these two dueling it out. Cooper's gonna steal the fastest lap from Bogu, which is going to put him in a situation. Yeah. A not good situation. Yeah. But yeah, coming to the final lap here. I think all of us have been waiting for this race to be over. It's been crazy. Very crazy. Yeah. Yuki Tsunoda, Charles Leclerc. Who's gonna get it done? 1 lap to go in Russia. Yuki Tsunoda, he's gonna have DRS. The DRS is enabled. He's gonna have a huge run. 4 tenths is the gap. Now on the 3 tenths, 2 tenths. A huge run in that corner. In the turn 2, he had a huge run. Now another DRS section right here, I think. No, not a DRS section, but he can dive to the inside. He doesn't. This is gonna be interesting. 2 people have a shot, and it's Charles Leclerc and Yuki Tsunoda. Which one is gonna do it? Here, it looks like Charles Leclerc has a little bit of a gap here, and that might be it. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. I accidentally booped, and yeah. But Tsunoda, Leclerc, who's gonna get it done? 2 tenths is the gap, down to 1 tenth. It might not be enough. That might be it. Going to the final time, for the final time. And for the first time in the league, Charles Leclerc is gonna be #1 in Russia. Charles Leclerc wins the Russian Grand Prix. Here comes Kimi Räikkönen to round out the podium. George Russell up the P4. Antonio Giovinazzi 5th. Latifi 6th. Schumacher 7th. Hamilton 8th. Valtteri 9th. 10th goes to Lando Norris. 11th goes to Daniel Ricciardo. 12th goes to Vettel. 13th for Ocon. 14th for Stroll. And Cooper's gonna get 15th. Here, as we're gonna go into game chat here, if he doesn't go in the party chat. Hey Cooper. How's it feel? P15. Out there, as you said, it was a tough day, definitely, and obviously now with like my sister who owns Red Bull, who actually kind of watched the stream a little bit, maybe a potential ride at Red Bull next season might be looking. Also, I think it was 8th place at Bahrain was Nikita Mazepin. That's why we changed it to realistic difficulty. So yeah. But you had 4 front wing changes and you stole a fastest lap away from Bogu. You guys were working so hard this race. Did that pay off, in your opinion? As you said, Red Bull having a terrible day. And also, can you clip that wreck with Gasly, and also that wreck, and that also you running into Max, to show me later on tonight? But like, as it's just been such a hard. How much have you? Are you tired right now? Like, after how much you've been driving as hard as you can, obviously having to change your front wing on lap 1 because of a lap 1 incident, and it obviously kind of set the tone, and you guys had to work 10 times more than you had to. Then it felt like everything was right. Then you had to change another front wing, and another. It's just like everything tried to put you down, but you kept working. How tired are you? And you said, obviously, before we started this stream, I think, you asked if there was practice, and when we said no, you were like, oh God. Did you think you learned anything, or do you feel like you've gotten better after doing these 27 laps? And yeah. I love this track. The racing wasn't as good, but the finish was awesome. And also watching you kind of really having, working. You always sat behind the 8 ball, literally on lap 1. Literally, when when we finished lap 1, you were back in the P19 in the pits because you had to fix the front wing. So you were working so hard in that, and great job for Charles to get the win, and just thanks for for just racing in that, and can't wait to see you next week at Austria. Thank you guys for watching the stream. If you haven't, make sure to go like and subscribe. And if you really haven't liked this video, I don't know what you're doing. We've had some awesome battles, awesome stuff. I really don't know what you're doing if you sit there and not do anything about it. But thank you guys so much. Well, can't wait for Austria. That's gonna be interesting, and we also have there's also a target, well, a bounty set on McLaren, so we'll see how Boger v McLaren, how that's gonna go next week. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.